Hey, what's up, guys? No guest today. It's just me again, giving you some updates about what's been going on with your man, Small Guy. First, I want to thank you. I want to send a thank you to all of our guests that we've had over the period of time that we've been doing. What's up, Omaha? Had some great guests recently. Um, our podcast has reached almost 8,000 listens through the audio podcast on Anchor, which goes out to different platforms like Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Radio Public, Castbox. I don't know. My wife is over here making faces, and I don't know what's going on right now.
I thought you were about to say apple pie.
Apple Pie, no. Anyway, uh, yeah, but I definitely wanted to shout out to all. I wanted to send a shout out to all the guests. Thank you for helping What's Up Omaha become what it is. We've been doing it for a couple of years and got a lot of episodes out there. But I recently, in the last year and a half, decided to make it more of a consistent thing where I'm doing it. At least you can depend on there being a new podcast every Sunday. Um, and I like to think that I've helped on some level. Maybe you've seen or maybe you've heard from a business that you weren't aware of, and maybe you checked out that business, that restaurant, or whatever it's been, and you uh, have become a fan of some of the people that have been guests. That is the goal. I just want to help everyone grow and play a part in helping other people be successful. That's what Small Guy Promotions is. That's what Omaha Fatty is. It's one and the same. Omaha Fatty just focuses on the food and the restaurant side of things, but it's all the same. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to be at almost 8,000 listens. Um, Thank you guys who listen. Thank you if you've ever shared an episode. Um, Also, YouTube is starting to roll a little bit. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well. If you like watching podcasts or the content. um, I know the last couple of podcasts that we've had guests on, there has been some good views. uh, as far as my podcast goes. I mean, Rouge Shrimp Company, they have I think they have a really good following because that podcast jumped to 100 views. It was the fastest on YouTube that I've had that has gone to 100 views. Um, the previous guest that I had on, Julie from Adriano's, that one, it's not quite at 100, but it's almost up there. It's just a few shy of 100. So, we're getting the ball rolling. Sooner or later, people will start to know about What's Up Omaha. We went to the Bellevue Farmers Market, and there was a lady that overheard me talking to one of the business owners, and she goes, "Oh, what podcast? What's Up Omaha? Oh yeah, we've heard of that." And I'm like, "Have you? Have you really heard of it?" She said she did, but I don't know. But in any case, it felt good. Uh, One of the cool things at the farmers market was one of the business owners was like, "Hey, you're the food guy, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I saw you at Golden Bowl," and we talked for a minute, and um, I ended up getting some wontons and spring rolls from them. Make sure you check out my postings. I know I posted on Facebook so far. I'll share to my other platforms as well. Some of the great stuff that we got from the farmers market. Um, yeah, man, I'm just giving you guys an update with what's going on with the podcast and my life. And, um, unfortunately, I will be taking a small break from jujitsu. It sucks because we just had a unplanned 3 month hiatus from jujitsu due to COVID, and the gym is still open and whatnot. But I don't know. A lot has changed in our lives, and the dojo, and just I don't know, man. It's just different, and it's been such a huge part of our lives. I just wasn't prepared to sign on again for another year just because there's so much change going on, and we don't know with COVID how that's going to shake out. So I'm planning to wait at least a month or two and see what comes from all of this. And I don't know, man. Jiu-jitsu is still will still be a part of my life. I will still hit up open mats and stuff, but for the time being, I'm just gonna not sign on to a membership anywhere and see what happens. And I'm just gonna spend some time and enjoying some other facets of life. You know, for 4 years, I've been doing jujitsu. Only really seriously for like the last 2 years, maybe year and a half, and it's been a great journey. I've met so many good people. I love all my training partners, man. I'm grateful and thankful for all of my training partners and the experiences that we've had together and that jujitsu has given my family, um, from a self-defense standpoint to allowing us to travel to different states and compete and meet new people in those states and build relationships. You stay in touch with people through social media, who you would have never met before. A lot of great things, a lot of great facets to jujitsu, and I'm just overall thankful for it, man. You will never hear me say a bad thing about jujitsu. I love it. It's been one of the best things that I've ever done for myself and my family, my daughters. So, more to come on that. We'll see what happens with that and how that shakes out. Um, it's August. I gave an update before that I was going to do 31 days of August, which there's been a few days where I've missed. And actually, I just I just spaced off the first like week of August because we were dealing with some other stuff, personally, or we're looking for a vehicle and whatnot, and time just got away. So I hadn't done that, but now I'm trying to make sure to post, and if I might miss a day or two here or there, but I promise I will make up for it, and I am grateful every day, regardless of if I make a post. But yeah, please follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, uh, TikTok, LinkedIn. I'm sharing on all of those platforms my daily post about being grateful, and it's a good thing. I mean, my family and I, we usually pray almost every night. There's some nights that we miss, but we always try to say the things that we're grateful for. And this is just an added thing that I wanted to do for myself because, if you follow me, you know that I'm not a fan of my job and the place that I work, but, uh, I got to be smart about things because the podcast ain't blown up enough for me to quit my job yet. So I got to be smart about how things go. And uh, it's been a drain on me, and I needed something else to look at and focus on because almost daily I'm feeling some type of way, man, some type of negativity. And again, it's on me. I'm the one that has chosen to stay after I definitely have made the decision that this job is not for me and that it's really not a good place to work for me. I know some people enjoy it and I don't know, they drink the Kool-Aid, but I like Kool-Aid, but I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid. Nah, man, can't do it. And, it's kind of hard when you're like, man, the company I work for is just, it's not really a good company. Like, am I selling myself out? I don't know, man. I'm paying the bills though. I know I'm doing that. So whatever it is, man, but I know that my time is coming and I'm just being patient through the whole process. I know people have asked, why haven't I quit yet? I was actually actively looking for a job before COVID hit, and I put in some applications, and you know, trying to get back into that now. And it's just like an uncertain time for a lot of things. Like I talked about with jujitsu and stuff, there's just a lot of uncertainty right now. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out, but I'm gonna keep doing the things that I love, like this podcast and everything else that I do with Small Guy and all the things that I do with Omaha Fatty. And I appreciate you guys for taking time to listen to me vent or share messages of positivity or whatever it is that I'm sharing at the time. I appreciate you guys so much for listening to that. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is just, I work in a customer service environment, right? And it's amazing to me that people have these phones that have all these apps and everything, and they do so many things, and people don't realize that you can access the internet from a phone. Like, I don't know what you think is going on when you're using your phone. You're using the internet, or some kind of connection. If you have a phone, you have a browser. You know, you can access the internet through your browser. So just because you access an app, there are some apps that don't have a website, yes. But man, I am amazed by how many people do not know that you can access a website through your phone. You can just get the browser that comes on your phone, or you can download one like Firefox or Google Chrome or whatever it is. But you can access. I know that this seems like it's coming from left field, but this is what I deal with a lot in my daily life, and I can't understand how people don't realize that websites are a thing. Like I said about a year ago that I could see websites going away in the future, and people being like, "What's a website? I don't know. I don't know what a website is. I only use this app." And it's not like it's just like people who are older or anything like that. It's young people too, man. I deal with a lot of people, and I'm like, ugh, how do you make it through the course of a day? Who ties your shoes? Maybe you wear Velcro shoes. Maybe you don't even need to tie your shoes, because I don't know how you would do it. I don't know how you make it through the day. Seriously, it's not that hard. Just I preach to my daughter, please, please don't be one of those people who you know doesn't take the time to read or learn, and always wants to depend on somebody else to do the work for you. Please don't be that person, please. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, man. I thought it was kind of funny, so I wanted to share that with people, and that's all that I got, man. I don't have anything else for today. Stay tuned next week. We'll have another wonderful guest on. I'm not sure which one we will have released, but we'll have a good guest. Make sure to tune in next Sunday at 11 a.m. We'll have the podcast ready. You can check it out again on YouTube or on a lot of the main platforms for podcasting. Um, I know there's a couple that it's not on, but there's like 10 or 11 different platforms that the What's Up Omaha podcast is on. So please make sure to check it out. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Please share. The whole idea is that I want to grow the podcast, and I want to help the people who come on. I want to help them grow as well and reach someone in the audience, and just, I don't know, inspire somebody to do something that they've been wanting to do. And that's what it is, man. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please smile, help someone else smile, laugh, and help someone else laugh all day, every day. That's what it is. Peace out, y'all. Yeah. Yeah.